Why don't we begin with Castanar, since you've been out last game?
Okay.
Last game, as you recall, you and the rest of the party went to the dwarven mines to see if you can figure out what's going on with the black ice. And you guys were assaulted at the gate by these very angry and rude dwarves. And while the rest of the party went into the mines to explore, you sort of had a little bit of amnesia. You recognized that at some point your whole body started feeling very weak. You started getting dizzy. You started seeing weird shadows and shades come around you. You don't understand what that means. And then when you woke up, you were somewhere in the middle of the valley. The party was nowhere in sight, but you were able to track down the party's footsteps. It's very easy to find their footsteps. Furthermore, you were able to track some footsteps of a large band of migrating people. They were dwarves, also, that had just left to the south of the valley. You followed the party's footsteps, and it led you into these tunnels, the dwarven tunnels, and you were able to evade some of these dwarves. They looked like the dwarves that previously attacked you. And following the party's footsteps, you went down and explored a couple of regions, and you continued to follow the party until you came upon a forge, and that's when you meet up with the rest of the party. Around you, you see that there's this big pit of lava with a narrow bridge going right across. There was evidence of a fight where the party is, and Schmigel looks extremely exhausted.
Oh, a bloody head. Why'd you have to hit me over that bloody head with a goddamn staff over and over again?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Cassidy. I didn't see you over there.
You just showed up.
I really need to teach you about covering your tracks. Looking around, you were likely followed here and ambushed, weren't you?
Oh,
You left tracks that you left tracks that my 3-year-old niece could follow.
Are my feet really that big? Jesus Christ. I should really clean these boots.
Well, that would help. Tracking through blood and guts probably didn't or made things a little bit easier.
I should really get to a cobbler one of these days. I got a toe that just won't fit right at the tip of the boot.
Kastner, as you come into this forge, you just feel a very uneasy feeling. So it's like there's a sound of ringing in your ears that comes and goes.
That again. I recognize that.
Oh, by the way, Castanar, don't go in that room. And
Which room is he pointing at?
The room with all the dark stone. Don't go in there. It's well, let's put it this way. I went a bit mad for a moment, and I had to get the ever-loving hell it built on me. So I'd like to avoid that kind of situation, especially with my friends.
It was exciting though.
I got to wall on him with my staff.
Don't tell me about it.
How is he looking physically?
He's looking like he needs some sleep. He's looking like he's taken several injuries, some of them to the head, some magical burns.
Why is there never coffee when you need it?
Well, I don't have any of that.
He's got level 2 exhaustion.
I hear electricity works very
how's
well,
that?
and you see sparks dance around my fingers. Come here, Schmigel.
Oh no!
Energize
Oh
you.
no! Please.
How many fingers am I holding up? That was a trick question.
Let me guess. I'm going to use foresight and determine that you are holding up 7.
No.
Damn.
It looks like you might need a good walloping. That foresight's not working very well.
Foresight was never my forte. I was more of a.
Okay.
I was more of the deception type instead of the truth finding type.
Well, I told you it was a trick question.
Can you
And you
bloody
still got
just
it
hit him
wrong.
across the head or something, and my head is ringing like a son of a bitch. Oh.
Here, I pull out a bell and I ring it next to Schmiggle's ears. You mean that?
Why did you do that? I'll get it. Oh. Okay,
I wouldn't
okay.
ring
Enough getting
that
on me
too
arse about
loud.
it.
You
Triple
know,
gets
I
back
did
up.
have to dodge patrols on the way here. There are dwarves all around us.
So as you approach the party, you hear a very faint sound of hammering on an anvil.
Right, we were in this room.
Yeah. Inside this room, you see that it's full of weapons. Most of them recently forged. There are a couple of stores of black ice hammers and axes, and a whole bunch of standard weapons as well. There's a couple of suits of chainmail and some shields, all along this room.
Are there any
Uh,
ballista?
What?
Are there any ballista shots?
Sure, why not? There's
There
a ballista.
is-
There is a just like the movie The Hobbit. There is a very finely made twisting ballista ammo, like 2 of them.
Okay,
Hey,
where I see
this'll-
me. Where's everybody else? Are they
To
off
your
to
left.
the west there? Okay, let me move myself over so I can actually see. Now, just if I've tracked them here, where are we in relation to the valley? Are we in the east side?
You
of the
are
valley?
you are 2 levels down. You went into the tunnels and then you went 2 levels down to get
East side or west side though?
here.
Because
The east side.
is where they were holed up. The opposing dwarves were
Yeah.
holed up.
Yeah, it was right there.
Yeah, you're on the east side,
Okay.
and you went 2 levels down. You stayed very quiet. You noticed that there were actually a lot of enemies. There were some strange-looking beasts upstairs that you
avoided
narrowly
them with
avoided,
everything.
following the party's footsteps.
Okay. And was there any sign of, and I don't think I wrote that name down, the opposing leader?
Not that you could see. This is the
No,
party's.
I'm asking
Yeah.
these people. These people who have come here for some reason. No, I didn't write that down, it looks like.
His name was Barrack Hammerstone.
Barrack.
That was the leader of the dwarves that had gone mad. He's also a well-known blacksmith.
Right. Has there been any sign of him? Or are we here because you've tracked him here?
Oh, we were looking for those pie pieces. For the pie.
Well, okay. I remember that.
I
We need
heard
to-
that. I heard there was pie, so I came down here for the pie.
Yeah, well, okay. But Barak has one of them.
Barrack
So-
has one of them. You guys have one of them.
Oh, we
the-
have one?
Yeah, you have. That's the one that Joachim has given you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's also one rumored to be in the temple,
Right.
and there is one that is in the was in the Nexus. But you guys have been to the Nexus. You realize that the pedestal was empty.
Right.
So before you, there's a big set of double doors made out of steel, and they're firmly locked.
Hammering coming from the other side?
Yeah.
Is it locked on this side?
No, it's locked from the other side.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Smeagol's gonna get one of the ballista rounds ready. Click, click, click. Alright. So, what was that knocking spell that you got there?
Oh, I can cast knock. Do you remember how many first level spells I have? I used one for
I wouldn't know.
this guy's self, at least. Did I use a second one at some point?
Did you Misty Step somewhere?
No, I didn't use any second. I've been very conservative with my spells since we were only 3.
Hence the beating across the head with the staff?
Yep. I think I used only one. Okay, I'll knock. I'll cast knock on.
Oh, let
on
me
the
make
door.
sure I mark
Wait,
that
wait,
healing
before you
off.
cast it, let's get everybody in. If we're gonna make it a bash, we're gonna make it a big one.
Okay.
I'll hide behind Schmegel.
You guys are gonna knock this door open
I could.
with.
Unless there's something else. I don't.
Has this
should
room
we
been
look-
searched?
Not really. We didn't search it. We should search it.
Oh, and that reminds me, I should probably take a health potion.
I'll cast
Yeah,
You
you're-
got that?
You're
got
pretty
those-
badly injured and you're exhausted.
You got those healing points I gave you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Inventory. How many potions do we have left?
So with that investigation check, you're looking among the armor and weapons, and you are able to find one short sword. It looks like it's magical in nature.
Ooh, I'm gonna hold on to that.
Any regular arrows here?
Yes, there's a whole bunch of standard arrows. you can
Oh,
find.
really?
I'll go ahead and replenish my quiver. I'm sure I've broken a couple here and there.
This is effectively a huge armory, enough to supply an army. You would think, a small army.
Well,
All right,
That
take
makes
one,
sense.
potion.
There, of course, in one of the racks, there's just stowed away a whole bunch of weapons and weapons made out of black ice. And you kind of look at these weapons. They're mostly hammers and axes, and they are very finely crafted. They all of the weapons have an insignia of a hammer on top of an anvil on it. You've seen this same insignia on the dwarves that you've been fighting.
okay. We do believe that this material is how shall I put it? Evil.
From all the experience you've had with it, you haven't had any good experiences with it, I don't think.
We believe it's responsible
I would be
for
all in
Schmigel.
favor of getting rid of these. Didn't I just cross a bridge over a bunch of I don't know, lava?
Yeah.
I threw mine down in the tunnels, and I was separated from you guys.
Before we leave here, I'd like to, try to melt the ice, so to speak.
That'd be a good idea. Too bad I don't have something like Dimension Door. Then I could just open a door in the lava and open a door in that room, and then lava would just go like. And be like, yeah.
You wizards can do that?
Yeah, apparently. When
I don't want to be
when I
around
asked
when you
to
do that, just in case it goes awry.
Well, as far as you guys have experienced, there's no standard way of breaking this rock has worked. Like just
if
trying to
it's
crush it or crack it hasn't been working.
If it's in the bottom of a pit of lava and they want to go diving for weapons, more power to them.
Well, yeah, if you drop into the lava, obviously no one's gonna go after it.
So, yeah, Schmigel, did I ever tell you a time when my teacher tried to pull a prank on me? He did that same trick
Yes.
I just mentioned to you, except he used the sewer system.
Hey, what? What? You wizards are bloody weird.
Yes, you can take another.
Thank you.
There's no limit on.
Oh, come on! God, these potions are horrible!
They're half poison, so you have resistance to them.
Where's your? You know what? Oh, doctor's a bit damaged too, isn't he?
Oh, don't worry, I'm a wizard. I can handle it. It's not like I'm a tank or anything.
Well,
As I
I'm almost,
recall, we
three-
look like dwarves.
I'm
No,
almost,
that spell broke when we fought.
Oh.
I'm almost 3/4 of,
What's that little? Oh, is that little number on your character and exhaustion level? Is
Yep.
that what I'm saying? Oh, okay, cool.
Alright, I'll cast Knock.
Yes, I'm standing where I can cover
Oh,
with
by
the
the way,
bow.
did we turn off the lever outside just in case someone starts running?
I believe you put the bridge down outside.
Alright,
I was going to
perfect.
say, I hope so.
On
I
a
had to
law
come across
basis,
somehow.
Schmigel's gonna get ready to point whoever might be at a forge because he suspects there's a forge because he knows the sound.
Oh yeah, you
And-
recognize that this is the sound of a forge on the other side.
And where there's a forge and there's hammering, there's probably a weaponsmith. And where there's a weaponsmith, there's probably a barak.
Alright.
Yeah, those are logical conclusions. that you've made.
Okay, right. Time for an epic entrance. Get your catchphrases ready.
I'm glad my amnesia is subsiding. Who's that guy in yellow?
Knock. Boom.
Okay, so you cast knock, and this boom, a huge shockwave just swings this door open, and on the other side, clink, clink, clink. You see a dwarf. I do have a portrait of him. Where's my portrait? He doesn't look so great, but
So just as the door opens, I say, "Put your hammer down and get away from that anvil before I put a bolt through your head."
Oh, that's no way to speak to a fellow dwarf, Smiggle. Since when have you become so cold?
He's learning the
boom!
ways of the
There you go. So this
we
guy, sitting there just knocking on the anvil, and his back is turned towards you. As you run in and you scream that out, and he doesn't stop hammering, and he says, "Oh, I was to be king. Do you know that? I was to be the king." And you look at him, and you are absolutely mortified. He has made himself an entire suit of plate mail with black ice. On top of that, he has a crown on his head made out of black ice. He has a forge hammer, and he's crafting. What you see on the table has some magical sparks coming out of it. You have no idea what the hell he's making, but you can't see from there. But there's some magical sparks every time he hits the anvil.
Yeah, just as he turns around, I'm pulling the crossbow.
The crossbow strikes his armor and bounces off. Clink, and he says, "Is that how you greet a fellow dwarf, Brutok?" And he keeps hammering. Dink, dink, dink.
Well, this dwarf is racist, so yeah, that's how he does. That's how he greets a fellow dwarf.
I have been treated much better inside this place than I ever seen you, Trey.
He says, "Tell me before I destroy ye. Who are you? And what are you doing in my forge? What are you doing in these lands? Why do you bring these cursed elves here?"
I
Look around looking for a cursed elf.
am Smiggle Ironbelly,
I'm guessing you look at me.
Lord of Neverwinter. I've come here to slay you for your dishonesty to your race, your kind, and your civilization. I'm going to end you right now for the blasted deed you've done with these bloody rocks.
He finally stops hammering, and then he stands up straight. He says, "My betrayal of my race. It is not I who travels with elves. It is not I who wears the colors of a human. What do you know of loyalty to your race?"
At least I don't use blasted magic stones that influence the others to do your own bidding like slaves.
He's like, "Do you not know what the gift of the black ice is?"
I know it's a cursed monster that sends good men off to die like fucking zombies.
"Ah, but you are misinformed. I shall educate thee." He says,
Start putting a new bolt in. Alright. Clink, 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 clink.
Well, Smiggle, he does have you there at the elves in human clothes thing.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
he
I
says,
didn't know colors were.
What do you think your elven companions and your human masters think of ye? What do you think? You think they treat you like an equal? Nay,
The dwarf.
dwarves. We were once rulers. We were once kings. We once ruled half the land. We had once driven the Netheril Empire to the bowels of Faerun. We had once driven the Drow back into their underground. We once ruled this land. And now, what are we? Have ye looked in the mirror? We are but a joke. Something to laugh at. Oh, shall I forge this for ye, master? Oh, look at me, I'm a dwarf, I get drunk.
He's
Stop
got you there
sitting
again,
in your
Smiggle.
bloody self-pity and make something of you like I did.
He said, he turns around and with one eye looking at you.
Your sense of history is awfully askew.
He turns around with one eye looking at you, and he says, it is because of our false gods that we worship that we are in this disdainful state of being, underground, serving human masters, making weapons and armors. And he says, tell me, dwarf, do you serve Moradin? Do you serve Clangadin? Is that your master?
I serve my bloody self, thank you very much. And if you gonna blame your fucking gods all the time, the gods I worshipped as a child, might I say, for your own self-pity, for your own self-controversy, for the mistakes you made.
I made no mistake.
You're nothing.
It is the true God that has enlightened me, has given me the gift of black ice. He says, he turns around, he's like, it is only I who have been given the gift to forge it. And it is I who knows how to purify it. And he says,
you'll take it as my gift for you to end it.
He says, oh, ye are mistaken. I shall show ye the true power of black ice.
Just as he says that, I'm taking my second bolt.
You may fire at him. He doesn't seem concerned.
I'm gonna use one of the ballistas.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
What is the attack modifier on that? Because you're using a ballista bolt.
Yeah. That is,
Plus 50.
What is your normal attack modifier on that crossbow?
That is a +3 plus my proficiency, which is a plus 3, so it's a +6. Plus the crossbow itself is another +1.
Oh, that still doesn't do it. So you shoot that ballista bolt, and surprisingly, the ballista bolt strikes his armor and bounces off. And you realize that
when Spiegel fires a second time, I let loose a shot too. I figure he's had enough talk. Enough of his blasphemed sense of history. It wasn't the dwarves that drew the.
Historically, it was the elves. I forgot the name of the elves had the elves had outcasted the dark elves and turned them into drow.
Yes. Like I said, he's got a very skewed sense of history. Anyway, when Spiegel fires his second, I let loose a pair of arrows myself.
Both of these arrows bounce off his armor.
Tink, tink.
You can see that there's a magical glow to his armor. And then he says, "Aye, if you want to fight first and talk later," he says, "I'll entertain ye." And he says, "You see, I've purified the black ice, and I've made a hammer that can rival Moradin's himself." He reaches his hand onto the object that he was forging. And it's battle time. He raises a hammer, and you look at this hammer, it's not black, it's actually clear. This hammer is emanating a blue flame. And as he raises it into the air and he dons his shield, you notice his entire body glows a faint blue. He turns around at you, and he lets out a howl. We'll roll initiative.
I'm glad I'm in the back.
18.03. What the heck?
How'd you get a .03?
3
You have a
plus 0
decimal
plus 0
modifier?
plus .03. I have no idea. I've got a 3 initiative.
The goddamn floor again.
It has to be. It may be that thing you checked on your macro.
Oh, yeah. That's probably it. Or did I check it? I did. Yeah, that's probably it. It should be an 18.
We still need Eldruin.
I don't know why it's not working.
Got your token selected?
Oh, no. That's why.
Okay, so now we know how they resolve ties. Should have- I got that.
Point 3 is probably your dex mod.
What's that?
There we go. Okay.
Is it your dexterity modifier? 3?
Yeah, it is my dex.
Maybe that's why.
Yep. So somebody with an 18 and a 2 dex mod would come in second, I presume. But I got that-
Kastner, can you roll a perception check?
yes.
Oh, nothing.
I'm focused on my target.
Indeed. Okay, you're up first, Kastner. You got initiative.
I am going to. No, I'm going to stay there. I'm going to go ahead and use pull out a spell. It's a bonus action. Ensnaring Strike is a bonus action. So my next creature hit with the weapon will potentially be snared. And take my 2 attacks. 20 and a 26.
The second attack hits. The first attack bounces off his armor.
Okay, so it does 9 piercing.
Okay.
And the ensnaring strike. Scroll down here. He needs to. Well, I guess I do it this way, right? There we go. That's Hail Thorns. That's the wrong one. Sorry.
He needs a saving throw, right?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
What's the stat for saving throw?
Ranger DC strength.
Okay, strength is his
And
tough.
the DC's
Yeah,
13.
yeah, he beat that.
Yeah, okay. Succeed on a saving throw. Saving throw spell has no effect. So the vines just shrivel up and die.
Or he just breaks out of them. You see that this dwarf is enchanted with some sort of supernatural strength. I mean, he's not your average dwarf. Eldrin, you're up.
I will, I'll shoot my cross or my bow. I think.
That will hit.
Oh, okay.
You found a soft spot. The second one will not hit.
It was just the first one. I hit twice. And I will pass.
Okay. So Barak raises his hammer, and he lets out a shout. Dark One, come to me now! And you see him behind him in the forge. You see that the flames are getting really, really hot.
Oh, great.
And you see that there's some creatures stirring in the flame. These creatures are more of these magma-like things that you fought earlier.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna roll themselves into initiative. They go after Schmigel.
Can we figure out how many?
You see a couple. You can't see from where you are right now because they're intermixing into the fire.
Is there any way to close the fire off, like a door or something?
Well, there's a door across the forge.
Oh. So that could be slid over.
Yeah, that was his action. He's gonna use his movement. He wields his hammer and he charges over here. That's his turn. Schmigel, you're up.
Hey. Gonna load the next ballista shot. And, let's see.
Try not to get near him.
Try not to get near him, because...
Yeah, that glowing hammer looks like looks like you've never seen anything like it before. Certainly it's not something typical that a dwarf would forge. It's clearly a magical item, and it clearly looks very dangerous. It's brimming with magical energy.
Gonna move over here and fire the next ballista shot. Where the hell is... Where'd my character sheet go? There it is. Come on. Oh!
This shot clearly misses. Phew. And it just upsets him even more.
Is it a double door? Does it look like a double door in front of the...
It's like a sliding single door. You can slide it shut. But it looks like these creatures are running out at this point.
Which side of the door is it?
You can slide it shut from this side down.
Okay.
But the creatures are up now and looks like they're running out.
Yeah. Doctor, can you get to it?
Not in one turn. Well,
Unfortunately, it's these creatures' turn.
Oh, yeah. Schmigel?
Still might be good to prevent any more from.
Yeah.
depends where the switch is. Ugh. I'm just a little short. I'm short by about 10 feet. I'm getting there now.
You can move a little bit.
One turn.
I could have made it.
Okay, these you see these magma-like creatures pour out of the forge. They use their entire turns to get about this far. And they're following Barrick as he leads the charge. Doctor, it's your turn.
I'll try to handle those fire guys with a little ice magic. Let's see how I can do this. So I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the closest upper magman.
Okay. You hit the magman, it explodes.
I'll take the fire guys. You guys cover me.
You can tell that this your ice magic is really devastating to these creatures that are made of they're pretty much fire elementals, small ones.
I'll take the fire guys. You guys cover me and make sure that guy doesn't get the angry dwarf doesn't get to me. I'm gonna try to move up here, up over here.
Use
I'm gonna
the
move
correct
inside.
adjective. He's mad, not angry.
I think I can get about that far.
Well, I think he's both, right? He's both mad and angry. Kasnar, it's your turn. Angry charging dwarf. He looks barely injured. He's got a small crossbow bolt stuck in him, but it's not slowing him down.
Move there to where I get a better view into the room where the forge is, at least. And trusting the doctor to take where'd the doctor go?
I ran up here.
Okay, it
Oh,
must
he
be
can't-
around the corner.
he
Yeah,
can't see
yeah,
you,
it must be
yeah.
around the corner. Okay. Well, you're out of.
You're in range. And so is Eldruin of Barrack.
Well, he's
shot.
the
I'm
dwarf's
gonna,
charging. I moved out of
second or bonus action. Oops, bonus action. Hunter's mark on the Mad Dwarf, which is my actually my third spell now. Let me mark that off. So Hunter's mark on the dwarf. Find that weak spot that I hit last time, and try to hit it a couple times again. And
Both
looks
those
like
shots
I
bounce off
just
his armor.
Bounce off.
He seems like he's a pretty proficient fighter. He is actually deflecting he deflected one of your arrows off. This guy looks like he's going to be quite a challenge.
It looks like it's gonna be the doctor's fight.
You're gonna slam the door shut? Like, doctor, you can handle this.
Those two will figure it out. It's nothing.
Eldrin, you're up.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Well, the dwarf can't be targeting me. Shriel's the one that pissed him off, and everyone else is shooting at him. I should be beyond his radar.
Can I close the door?
Sure. Strength check. Oh, my
Is that
turn order
athletics?
disappeared for some.
Is that going to be athletic?
You can use athletics.
How did you travel so much distance? Did you dash or?
Oh, I can go. I can move 40. So I can move 80.
Okay. Oh, and you
Yeah.
use a key point also, or?
No.
Okay.
Oh man, I got. Do you know how to fix this? I got this thing stuck up where whenever I use the wheel, it's on zoom. It keeps zooming in and out.
Press the center mouse button again.
Oh, that's what did it. Gotcha. Oh, stupid. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just in an endless scrolling loop where I'm trying to. The zooming loop where I'm trying to zoom back and forth. I'm just trying to fix it right now. I may have to just give me 1 second. I'm going to restart. I've never had this before. I wonder what happened. This is weird. It's still going on. Hold on a second. Yeah, something weird is going on with my web browser.
What is it doing?
Every time I scroll, it zooms instead of scrolling, and also there keeps popping out tabs for no reason.
You got a is it control key stuck? One of your
Shit.
keyboard keys is stuck, I think.
Oh shit! My book was on my control key. You got it right there.
Okay.
That's what was doing it. All right, that's better. Let me get back to this.
John, I did dash to the door. I don't know if you gave me an extra action or not.
Oh, if you dash, then you don't have the action to close the door.
Yeah.
You can do it next turn.
But as a monk, you can always use a key point to dash, I think.
Yeah, but I only have one left.
It may be very important that you do so soon, because as you get right next to the forge, you realize that there's something big stirring inside the forge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll close it. I'll use my dash.
Oh, you're gonna spend a key point to close it?
Yeah.
Okay. You slam the
fire. We're at a big fire and a metal fight.
you slam the door shut.
Boom.
At least I have a warm fuzzy now. Can I brace it with anything?
Not in this turn. I mean, you look around and there's a lot of kind of objects. You can maybe try to get the door shut.
Pick up the anvil.
Yeah, Bill.
Barracks up. Let's see. Does he have the speed? Well, he's going after Schmigel. He doesn't have the speed. However, what he's going to do instead is going to action point to get up to Schmigel and attack. And Schmigel, Barrack wields this horrific-looking magical hammer.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, you see that there's magical sparkles just coming out of the hammer. I'm just fixing some stuff. Apparently, a lot of things broke.
Why is everything breaking?
There we go. Okay, so he takes this magical hammer and swings it on you. I'm not publishing the macro directly, but he doesn't hit you.
Whew.
Okay. Because I'm keeping it a secret for now. So you don't know what the attack bonus and all that stuff. But he misses you as you're able to dodge out of the way.
Wait, is there a second attack?
Yes, there is.
Oh god.
You ready?
Remember, Schmigel has chainmail on right now.
I know.
I'm just reminded.
Schmigel, what's your armor class right now?
20.
Okay.
20 even.
The second attack hits you.
Oh!
Schmigel, you feel this object is enchanted with so much magic. You take 8 bludgeoning damage. On the top of that, you take 6 cold damage. On top of that, you take 5 fire damage. On top of that, you take 1 thunder damage. As this thing just slams into you.
Okay, you're gonna have to add that up.
That is
Schmigel catches
8
me up.
plus 6 plus 5 plus 1.
Okay.
20 damage total, unless you have a resistance to any specific one of those damages. You notice that this hammer is enchanted with multiple forms of magical energy.
It does cold too?
It does cold, fire, and thunder. All at once.
Respect. It's a good hammer.
Schmigel, now it's your turn.
After keeping it. Oh my god! God!
That really hurt.
Alright. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my whatchamacallit. I'm gonna use my second wind,
Okay.
which let me just check how much is.
It's should be 1d10 plus your constitution, I think. Or plus your level.
Plus, yeah, plus your fighter level.
Okay, so that's
1d10 plus 5, I think.
yeah. Indeed.
Plus he's suffering from exhaustion.
Oh yeah.
Watch him roll a 1.
The exhaustion doesn't affect
Oh.
your second wind, though. It just makes it a
Oh,
very
that was the wrong
grueling
roll.
fight.
I put a 10 instead of a 5.
You can roll again.
John's generous.
Because you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Alright, it's still your turn.
Alright. Now I'm gonna... So, just a question. Who's, holding all the potions?
They're spread.
They're spread out. You have a couple of potions.
Yeah, but we had one potion that was invincibility.
Yes, you
That would be
did.
yours.
That, of course, is your potion.
You're the toe-to-toe guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine anybody else holding that potion.
Yeah. So...
Invulnerability.
Potion of Invulnerability. This potion is pretty badass. It gets resistance to all damage for 1 minute.
That'll be helpful.
This may be exactly what you need to take this guy down.
So I'm gonna use an Acid Surge to pop that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use... At the same time, I'm gonna toss the crossbow and pull out my axe and chill breeze, or sorry, iceling death.
Okay.
First 2 hits. Hugh.
24 will do it. 12 will not do it. Finally, you're able to penetrate this monster's armor.
He's not invincible!
I know that. I already hit him.
So did I.
I think I can.
He's not invincible, but this is the first character in the game with a higher armor class than you.
This is a complete mystery to Schmigel.
That 12 slashing damage is brutal on him.
Yeah.
As
I'm
you
gonna-
drawing blood.
I think I can still use Hugh one more time with my second attack.
You can attack again. With your second attack, are you double wielding right now?
Yeah.
Then you get a second attack with Icing Death, and you get an attack with Hugh.
Okay.
Why the second one with Icing Death?
Oh, I'm sorry, you already used your bonus action. No, you can't. No, you only get a second attack with Icing Death. Because you get 2 attacks, but you already used your bonus action, so you can't use an offhand attack. So you get a second attack with Icing Death.
That was a 20 hit with. Wait, that's the wrong one!
That says a light hammer.
Whoops!
That you attack with disadvantage if you throw at him. No, the second attack that you try to bring down, he musters his strength and blocks it. And you get zapped back as your blade clashes with his hammer.
This old dwarf isn't dead yet!
Magmans are up. First Magman comes up and attacks Eldruin. Actually, no, this Magman's going to go after the... Let me see, does he have the speed? He does not. So, they're going to have to attack Eldruin. Well, no, this one double runs to get to the doctor right next to him. These two get right up to your face. Eldrin, 2 attacks on you. 17 and an 8.
No.
Okay, Doctor, you don't get any attacks. This guy had to double run to get to you.
Okay.
You're up.
Do I have disadvantage for Ray of Frost? If I
Yeah, because he's right next to you.
Okay. Then I guess I'll shock and grasp him.
Can't you move away first and then fire?
Yeah, but that'll do an opportunity attack, and I can't disengage and attack in one turn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shock and grasp him. Let's see if I can get
12 does not hit his armor class.
Okay, let's see, what can I do? Unless I want to use spells, I'm gonna add a
Nice
disadvantage.
damage though.
Well, it's only spells with an attack roll. Like spells like a Ray of Frost, a ranged spell with an attack roll. Spells without an attack roll don't apply.
Like Fireball or...
Well, Fireball would be unwise to cast on.
Well, no,
yeah, but something like that when.
A spell without one.
Okay. I guess I'm going to Misty Step
Okay.
30 feet. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. So I'm gonna teleport over there.
Well, you can't dash as a bonus action. You can just use your move action.
Oh, right. Oh, because my bonus action was a Misty Step, sorry.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'm gonna move all the way down here.
As you pass that area, you look to this side, and you see that there's 2 massive bellows fanning the flames of this forge, and they're kind of. It seems like there's something automating them. It looks like some sort of magical enchantment is automating them, and they're blowing flames, and they're blowing the flames of the forge.
Okay.
Okay, and that's your turn.
I just want to say I want to make sure I do my full 30 feet of movement. So yeah, that was 30 feet. Okay.
Casimir, you're up.
Okay. I shout into the room. Have you got those covered?
Yeah.
Should be all right.
Okay.
For now.
I will...
You did see something huge moving around inside that forge.
You got the door closed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just move a little bit here, get a better angle. And I will loose 2 arrows at the still marked dwarf there. can find my attack here. And looks like he's
Neither of those arrows hit him.
he is well covered in metal.
Well, he is just. You see that there. I mean, this armor he's wearing has some sort of magical enchantment on it, and it's very hard to penetrate.
Let's see. I can move 20 more feet, but I want to at least be able to keep an eye into the room. So I think I'll just end right there.
Okay, Eldrin, you're up.
That keeps me.
I thunder wave.
This is strength save for both of them.
Con save.
Con save. You have one failure and one success. The top one fails, and he gets pushed back. How much damage does he take?
12.
Okay, 12 damage. The bottom one succeeds and takes 6 damage. The top one dies and explodes.
That's encouraging.
10-foot radius, and you're in it. So you do a dex save.
I thought he just got pushed away.
He got pushed 10
away
feet.
10 feet. So technically he has 15 feet. If they're right next to each other, it's 5 feet. So he gets pushed away 10. Technically, that's 15 feet.
Everything within 10 feet.
Okay. So am I okay?
Well, you'd still got to do dex save
Oh.
against his death damage as he
Yep.
explodes.
Did he explode near me or?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you're dex saving against the flames that come at you.
Did it go?
I don't see.
There it is.
Okay, you take 2 fire damage.
No, I did it twice. Okay, 2 fire damage.
As this thing explodes, you hear that something inside the forge is slamming against the door,
Yeah.
and you see little dents coming out of the door.
Okay, so it's not smart enough to slide the door.
No, it's not. Well, there's no obviously, there's no opening from the inside of it. Let me roll for the door. Okay. The door is getting dented.
That kind of
Whatever's inside is trying to get out.
It's the Hulk.
Okay, it's the mad dwarven king. He's
But
up.
I don't sense any of it is trying to slide the door back.
No, you can tell that whatever is behind there is trying to ram through the door. This is a steel door, and he's making a dent in it. Okay, Barrack winds around and unleashes his hammer on you, Schmigel. You ready?
Oh yeah.
I have 2 misses on you.
Just a quick recap. My AC is actually a little bit lower because I am not using a shield, so it's 18 now.
There's the 2 of them are still misses.
Woo!
See, it's exciting when you don't know what their attack bonus is. It could be plus 12. Now you're up, Schmigel. Going toe to toe with this mad dwarven king.
You think you can fight old Iron Belly? I'll show you. Wait, dead back at the war. One. Let's see. Oh, there's icing death. That's icing death for the second.
That's 2 hits with icing death. You very successfully slash him for a total of 11 damage. He's still up. There's some sort of magical enchantment on him. He doesn't even look badly injured. He looks like he can still go for a couple of rounds.
I'm gonna take that bloody crumb from you and smash it across your head.
Okay, magma buddies are up. This magman up there, he's too far away even to get to Eldruin, so he's gonna chase the doctor. I don't think he can get up there. Let me see. He can get right next to you, Doctor, but he can't attack.
Again.
He double moves all the way down. This magman's gonna continue to attack Eldruin. That's a 9, which is a miss.
Yeah.
Doctor, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to shocking grasp him again.
That's a hit.
Okay. And I'm gonna run off again. 30 feet.
Are you taking opportunity attack?
No, my shocking grasp makes.
Oh, that's right. He
action.
can't opportunity attack you.
That's why I shocking grasp.
Okay, you see the Magman's
handy to know.
Yeah. So that's what I like about that spell.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Only on hit, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna run over here. But it still looks like I'm gonna take an attack next turn. Yeah, I should be alright. Unless I get some cover. I'm gonna take an attack next turn. There we go, and that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Castner, you're up.
Okay, since obviously the area that I marked on the dwarf is not the area that I penetrated the armor earlier, I'm going to move the that hunter's mark a little bit to this. I'm moving, and I'm going to move the that hunter's mark to aim at to that spot where he's raising his arm. I'm going to try to catch him right in the armpit.
Nice.
Double crit.
Yeah, the first arrow you're not able to connect, but the second one does penetrate. It barely gets through his armor, but you do a little bit of damage.
Okay, and I add the hunter's mark
Yeah.
damage.
It's hard finding a kink in his armor,
Okay, that 3 damage.
so that's a total of 7. So you're dancing around him trying to find any little space in his armor. It's kind of tough. This is very well crafted armor.
And let's see, anything for extra bonus action? I don't think so. That's a full action spell, so yeah, that will be it.
Okay. Eldrin, your turn is up.
Okay. Did anything hit?
That hit. Both of them hit. This thing's dead. It explodes. Dex save.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so you did successfully save. You take 4 fire damage as this thing explodes in your face.
4. Okay. And then I am going to move.
If your first attack had killed it, then your second one wouldn't necessarily take up your bonus action. So you'd still be able to double move if you wanted.
You have to spend a key point to double move with a bonus
Why
action.
would I be able to do double move?
No, because, well,
In order to move as a bonus action, you have to spend a key point.
Yeah, I don't have that option. I'm good.
Okay, you hear that this forge is just boom, boom. Creature inside wants out.
I presume I can hear that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You see that the hinges of this door starts to give, and a little bit more, and this door is going to get knocked down. Whatever's behind it is very strong, enough to bend steel. Now Barrack's up, and Barrack lets out a howl. "Me boys, join me here!" After which he attacks you, Schmigel, with his hammer 2 times again. Schmigel?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we got 2 hits. You ready for this? Do you have any sort of resistance?
he has a resistance to everything.
And vulnerability.
That's true. Resistance to everything, right?
Yeah.
5 plus... Okay, let me total this up.
Yeah, I might be gone next round.
This is 1/2 of what I'm giving you right
I
now.
was going to say exactly. Yeah, I couldn't
1/2 of
remember
31
what it was.
is what you take. So 15 damage of all different types.
You were close!
Oh my god.
Explodes in your face. He's like, let me show you what's going to replace Moradin. And there's just this maniacal look in his eyes as he blasphemes in your face. Schmigel, you're up. Taking quite a while.
show you what's gonna replace your face! See, Q1. Oh.
Oh yeah, that gets him. That gets him, and that gets him.
You're good with that short sword, Smiggle. Better than with an axe.
He's looking a little bit more weakened, but he looks like he's still got a whiles to go.
Is
I shout out before anything else happens. Castaner, use one of those bloody strange arrows you found!
I can do that. I forget exactly.
got a fireball arrow?
No, they were tipped with a white milky substance. Is all I know.
Doctor, can you
It's worth a
misty
try.
step
I've
through
got
a
3 of
door?
them.
Okay, we'll look at it when your turn comes up. Doctor, it's your turn.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
The Magmans don't go?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about this guy.
I know he's gonna attack me, but...
I forgot about this guy. I'm sorry. Thanks for reminding me. He does have the speed. He's gonna get up to you. He's gonna swing at you. He
Oh,
misses.
miss.
I dropped his turn for some reason. Okay.
I know it's because you deleted the ones that... Or did you delete... Or
I
you
may
marked
have.
dead.
Okay.
Those were the
It's,
ones
well,
that you
it's your turn now.
had. Okay, anyways. I'll just use an air shocking glass and hopefully I get it. There we go.
This shocking grass kills him. He explodes in your face. You need a dex save.
Dexterity, 17.
You succeed and you take 2 fire damage as it burns you a little bit.
My robes can handle this. I've had worse.
So, Doctor, as you can see, right beside you are 2 huge bellows. They are magically enchanted to move automatically, fanning the flames of this forge.
Do I have enough time to... Can I take this, is there anything left of the Magman's body?
Oh no, it exploded. There's a couple of like burnt ashes and shards and stuff.
Do I see anything nearby that I could just wedge inside the mechanism and jam it?
You see a lot of forging materials, iron bars and things like that. You could give it a try. You can pick up like an iron bar and try to wedge it into this thing.
Okay. Okay, I'll just grab some and I'll do. Do I have enough action time to do that? or-
No, you got to do it in your next turn.
Okay. I'll just grab up as. I'll use whatever I have left in my turn just to grab up material then.
Okay. Kastner, you're up. What are you going to be doing?
I will. As I'm reaching back for the arrows, I hear Schmiegel shout, and my hand leaves the standard arrows, and I finger the one strange arrow that is always in my quiver. And next to it are the 3 arrows that we picked up.
Yeah, off of that guy.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and pull 2 of those. Quick succession, knock and fire.
Which arrow are you firing at him?
Which arrow?
Yeah, you're saying you're using the special ammunition that you got off of that
it's 3.
hobgoblin.
All I wrote down was 3 fight arrows. They're all tipped with a milky substance.
There are 3 arrows tipped with a green substance. There's 2 poison bolts. Actually, I don't think you can fire the bolts.
I can't fire bolts.
Okay.
It's the arrows.
Okay. Do you want so these arrows that you pull out? It's a crystal ball with a weird substance on the inside. You know that this arrow is set to explode once it hits. That's the whole way
I
it
do
works.
know that.
Yeah. I mean, when the guy fired him at you, you saw that. That's what happened. And these
okay.
arrows don't have sharp tips, so they're not
I
made
didn't
to.
think these were those arrows. These arrows were obtained somewhere else, I thought, but I don't remember for sure.
Are you sure?
Is it fairly sure? because those were all bolts, not arrows.
Oh, those are the poison alchemy boats.
Yeah, these were.
Oh, I know these. All right, yeah, you can fire them arrow. Do you fire them just as make a standard attack? I know what they do.
It's all coming back.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, so one of these arrows lands. It causes 10. The second arrow misses. The arrow that landed, you hit him, and then and then 2 seconds later, he's like, "Ah, what is in this? Ah!" And you see that Barrack is looking a little sickly.
Okay. And add the hunter's mark damage as well, so that did 10. And 2 more, 12.
Okay.
Okay, well that was a good idea, Smeagol.
Oh, and you see that he looks like he's just he's getting weaker as you hit him with the arrow. You're not sure exactly what it did, but it's clearly made him weaker. It has some sort of poison in it.
Okay, I think I'll save the last one because I'm not sure that they would stack, but at least that's a little bit of an aid. I'm also going to go ahead and I think I have the I think I left myself enough room to get up there next to Smeagol because I might need to cast a healing spell next turn. So I will put myself in a position where I can step up and slap a heal on him.
Okay, that's if Smeagol makes it till next turn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Instant kill.
Well, I don't know if he can do enough to insta-kill Smeagol.
Oh.
Because you remember, Smeagol, you have resistance.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would be able to insta-kill you, even if he maxes out on everything.
Yeah.
I mean, just
By the way, I also remembered something that is pretty dumb. I actually have an attack that in case he misses, I can attack back.
okay. You can use that attack if you like. The reposit.
And I've been the dumb who keeps on forgetting, so apologize.
Eldrin, you are up.
Okay, what I'm going to try to do is I want to get over here, but I also want to close the door, and I won't.
It would these doors are huge. It would probably take a whole action to close them.
Yeah. Okay, I'll attack.
You do know I'm
Oh,
still
no,
in that room?
Yeah, I do.
He lost track of him. It's easy to do.
It's only a big monster in the forge. You can handle it, right?
I'm going to grapple the guy.
You're gonna grapple him,
right?
Okay. No. No, he just tosses you off like a sack of potatoes. There's some sort of magical enchantment making this guy extremely strong, but he seems like he's something's making him a lot weaker. Barrack, well, now that you came in the room, Barrack's gonna split his attack, one on Smeagol, one on Eldruin. You notice that he's not swinging as ferociously as he was in the past. So the first attack is on Eldruin. 13 is not going to hit you. The second attack's on Smeagol. 26.
Ouch.
26 against me?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
you're,
that'll hit.
Smaller.
I think you're going to be knocked down on this one.
Depends.
How
if
much
all the
health did
damage
you have,
is
Smeagol?
just below 5.
Okay, let's
that's
Adams. 10.
That's not below 5.
As he clobbers you with his magical weapon. This time he gets you right on the head, right on your helmet, and Smeagol falls down. Smeagol's down. But you can tell that Barrack he's a lot weaker, and he yells out for a second wind. That barely gives him anything. Smeagol, death save.
Or death save coming up.
Smeagol, that is 2 failures.
I know.
Oh my god.
2 failures?
That's an epic fail, Smeagol.
Oh, yeah.
That is a 1 on a death save.
So 1 counts as 2 fails?
Yeah.
Damn.
Schmigel, you are one roll from death. So
This is getting dicey.
it's getting dicey. Magmins are all gone. The creature inside the forge is going to bang against the forge. The doors are still holding. Doctor, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use whatever I can to jam this first bellows.
What I need you to do is roll me an intelligence to know where to jam this thing to see if you can break the bellow.
Who are you talking to? Of course I can roll an intelligence.
This is where he botches, folks. This is where he botches.
Oh, not bad.
I was going to say, might be a good time to
Yes,
use your inspiration.
yes, that's good enough. You take an iron bar, you pry it right into one of the gears of the bellows. It snaps the gear falls off. This whole bellows just crumbles and deflates. The second one's still going.
I'm gonna jump, and can I do the same to the second one?
That was your action.
Okay.
You gotta wait till your next turn.
I'll pick up more material then.
Okay.
At least you know where to do it.
Yeah, next time I'll let you roll with advantage on the second bellows.
Okay.
Since you've already figured out on the first one. Castanar? Schmigel's down, and he's dying.
That's why I moved up. I'm going to carefully toss my bow back here in this area so it's not stepped on in the ensuing fight. I'm actually going to, let's see, I can move 5 feet. I'm going to cast my Cure Light, and I'm going to use a second level spell slot to do it.
Okay.
Cure Wounds at higher levels.
Does that heal me at 0, or does
It
that
start-
heal me
it's-
at,
it starts-
at negative?
It starts you from 0.
Okay,
Zero.
that's and an additional. That didn't.
Yeah, in 3rd edition it didn't, and it was tough. It was really bad when somebody went down.
So you get 8 and 15 back,
Oh yeah.
and then I will draw my sword and step up to cover him while he regains his bearings.
Okay.
Use both hands. Use both hands.
I am. It's in the what's his name? The grip, the two-handed sword. The sword's over the shoulder, ready to strike.
Eldroin, you're up.
Okay.
The second unarmed strike is a hit. The staff he blocks. As you can see, he's getting pretty weak at this point.
Punch him right in the nose.
Barak, getting surrounded, takes his hammer and swings wildly.
I give him a 9 and a 10.
9 on the roll or the...
A 9 on his first attack.
First attack against Schmigel with a 9, it's a miss.
Okay.
Second attack on you, what is your armor class?
18.
That's a miss.
Good.
He says, "Oh, Miss Strength! You sapped me strength, you buggering elf!"
Wait a minute. Can I still use
Yes, you can use reposit.
Yes, fucking finally! I remember that I have this fucking thing.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
Yes,
and
it
I
that-
get D8 to that. So let's see.
that's 15 damage.
Yep.
Barak looks like he's going down soon.
That's what we want to hear.
But after Barak takes his turn, Schmigel, roll a perception
Perception.
as you just got up from near death. Actually, technically, because you're prone, you were supposed to roll at disadvantage, but actually, even if you rolled at disadvantage, you still would have hit him, so I'm okay with that.
He can stand up though.
No, but that
wasn't his
reposit
turn
hit.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Schmigel, you hear nothing. From Schmigel, from behind you, there's some creatures coming at you, but you don't hear them. It's not their turn yet. It's not their turn for. It's not their turn, and they gotta take a while to get to you. So, they're not going yet. It's now your turn. You can't attack those creatures. You can't. You haven't heard them.
Some invisible man is telling me there's monsters behind me, but I don't see them.
I'm giving you a hint. How about that?
So Schmigel stands up and
Yeah, that portent really helped.
Yeah.
Schmigel's gonna come back up and he says, "This is for all the bloody dwarves." Let's see.
That didn't hit. That did hit. That didn't hit.
You should use Ice and Death more often, Schmigel.
Icing Death does give you a little bit higher attack bonus.
But my Hugh, he was always so
Well, you can see that this big hammer Barrack is wielding. It's about to transfer ownership. It looks like.
Good timing.
Okay, Doctor, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna jam this one.
Roll an intelligence. You get advantage. All right, you break the second bellows. Both bellows are down, and they're no longer fanning this the forge.
I'm sure that's a good thing.
Yes, hopefully.
Kastner, you're up.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement
Okay.
to come back over here.
Okay.
Let's see, that's the thing.
Kastner.
I am not a dwarf, but I still respect the gods of my friend Schmiegel. I have had enough of your blasphemy, and will deal with you sword to hammer. Two-handed grip on the sword and take 2 attacks. And bounce off both times.
Yeah, he despite being very weakened, he's still proficient with blocking your attacks with his shield. He's taken all 3 of you on and still holding his ground.
I gotta say, that's a pretty strong dwarf.
Eldred.
20.
20's gonna hit him.
Except I keep doing minimum damage on the ones that hit.
He looks like he's very badly injured, but he's still mustering his strength. And he screams out, "To me!" He says, "My precious pets, come to me!" Ah! And he musters his last strength for 1 attack. He didn't like that insult you gave him, Kastner, so he's gonna swing at you once. 24?
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. Do you have any sort of damage resistances?
No. No, it's not Dragon Breath, I presume, so no.
No. We're looking at a total of 19 damage with all as he hits you with this prismatic hammer, and you feel the coursing of a lot of different types of energies flow through you. And then his second attack, he's going to go back to his original target, Schmigel, for 16, which is a miss.
And riposte!
Schmigel, you bring up your icing death to meet his hammer, and then these magical sparks just fly out as they slam against each other. Hold on. Schmigel, as he attacks you, from this time you do notice from behind you, 2 dogs show up. These are these double-headed death dogs.
Cool.
Schmigel, it's your turn. It's not the dog's turn yet. They used their speed to get all the way over there.
Alright, second verse, same as the first. I'm not paying attention to them just yet. They haven't tried to kill me. I've got one.
Well, you noticed them, and they're coming at you. At this point, you've noticed them.
Hey, we got dogs on the side.
There you go.
Your last attack
Ooh, nice.
Did you roll an extra attack one?
Yeah, he did an extra.
You rolled Icing Death 3 times.
No, the first one was earlier.
Yeah, the first one was the riposte.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's 2 hits.
Nice.
Okay, Schmigel, I want you to tell me how you finish off Barak Hamstone, the Mad King, with Icing Death.
Schmigel just takes and final hands drops Hugh at the moment, pulls it in 2 hands, and said, "I shall bring you to the goats to see where you are," and slices him twice.
Okay, you cut a major artery. Barak falls to his knees, and he says, "But the Dark One had promised me! No!" Boom, collapses to his death.
At least he realized at the end it was the Dark One.
Schmigel, you see this shiny hammer on the ground, right? This hammer is clear in color. It's brimming with energy. You see it just lay on the ground right next to him as he falls.
Yeah. And just as he falls, I turn around and I stare death into the 2 dogs.
Stare death
Your
into the
master
depths
has no need of you. Be gone.
Come on.
Doctor, you're up.
Okay.
Can I roll an intimidation, please?
Not, unfortunately, not on the dogs.
Damn it.
Doctor, you notice that the banging against the forge has stopped, finally.
Phew. So I just handled that boss on my own.
You don't even know what it was. It could have been a fire elemental, it could have been something else.
Who knows? Something big. Alright. I'm gonna go position myself right over here then.
No, it wasn't something big. It was an apprentice trying to learn the knock spell. Can't fool us.
So seeing the dogs, can I see the dogs at all, or?
Yeah, you've heard them come up.
Okay. Then I'm gonna, if I have line of sight, I'm gonna use Ray of Frost on them, on one of them.
Okay.
So you should. Well.
That hits it.
So as he's walking over there, he pauses.
Wait a second, what's your range on Ray of Frost?
It's like 120 feet.
Alright, you got it.
It's pretty ridiculous.
You slow this one down as you hit it. Kastner, you're up. These 2 horrendous-looking double-headed dogs are coming at you. They look rabid and angry.
Go over, pick up my bow. And that was 15. I'm going to also step back 15. And fire 2 arrows, 1 dog, 1 at each head. We've already established last time that these weren't true animals, so tame animal have.
They're monsters, but they have been known to be tamed and domesticated.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit.
And since my hunter's mark is still active, that second one's not a hit, is it? A 10?
Oh, the second one's not a hit.
Okay, I do transfer my hunter's mark onto that one as well.
Okay.
That's
As
my
you land
bonus
an
action.
arrow into it.
So add an additional 4 points.
Okay.
Make sure
You want to
I'm
use
not-
Hordebreaker?
They're too far apart. I already checked.
Oh, they are? Well,
Yeah,
let's just say
they
they're
gotta be
not.
within 5 feet.
I'm okay with them being within 5
Oh.
feet.
Okay, then I'll take my second one at the second attack.
Okay.
For again 1 at each head. See if I can knock 1 head out of commission. And since each attack gets a second attack, that's 1 hit.
Well, one of them
For
hits.
9.
Of
No
course.
hunter's mark on that one.
Okay. Eldrin, you're up.
Okay. I will. back. Actually, first I'm gonna get. If I have any healing potions, I'm gonna give them to Smiggle. And then I will move back.
Back into the forge.
Yeah. Are the doors open? I mean, they're like
These doors are open.
into the room.
Yeah.
Into the room I'm in now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will. I'll do firebolt. Did it work?
Okay. You didn't make the attack with the firebolt.
You didn't put a roll in.
Yeah, you didn't put a roll for an attack. Only damage.
Try that again. Did it go?
Yep.
21.
Yep. That's the already injured one?
Yeah.
Okay. Barrack is no longer among the living. Dogs are up. They have 40 feet of movement. They're going to Schmigel, you're the closest. They're gonna just pounce on you. Given that the dogs have 2 heads, it of course makes 2 attacks. First dog attacks you.
Is that? Oh.
The second attack that the first dog makes is a crit. So it does an extra. So it does a total of 7 piercing damage, and you must make a Constitution save.
He's still under the invulnerability potion, so
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm sorry. It doesn't go away when you went down. So that's a total of 3 damage, but you must make a Constitution save. This is not versus poison. This is versus disease.
Okay. -3. 1 Constitution save. Ability check save. There we go.
You managed to stave off the poison in this dog's saliva, but the second dog is rearing to attack. 12 and a 15, both are misses on you.
darn it, I didn't
As
put
these-
any of those heads out of action.
These things are snapping at you. Schmigel, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna use my first attack as a sweeping. So... Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take, I've already dropped you. I'm gonna pull up my, my shield. And I'm gonna do a sweeping attack on both of them.
You sure you don't want to pick up Eric's hammer?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Go
Do
ahead.
it, Schmigel. Do
I'm
it.
hesitant.
Do it, Schmigel.
I've seen that bloody stone at work.
All that damage.
That wasn't made of the black ice.
Okay. It was made of black ice.
it
Barrack
was.
said he purified the black ice.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Make your attacks. Unfortunately, that's a miss.
Alright, and as a second attack, I'm just gonna, like, yell at them, just covered in their old master's blood. And yell, "Be gotten ye!"
Unfortunately, these dogs don't really respond to the intimidation.
Damn it. Oh well, there goes my turn.
When it comes to these animals, it seems like they don't feel much fear, and they seem to be loyal to the end.
Don't you have a second attack, Schmigel?
Yeah, you can make a second attack. I won't count that as an attack.
I can still make a second attack?
Yeah, I won't count that.
Alright, I'll make the first one on the right for this attack.
Hey, who is Gelatinous Cube 80? I love that name in chat. That attack does hit, but it doesn't do much damage. It does hit it.
Alright. And... yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Doctor, you're up.
Okay, I'll just release another ray of frost.
Injured one or the not so injured one?
Let's see. I think I'll try to get the injured one.
Okay. Unfortunately, that ray goes a little wide and misses.
Okay, I'm just gonna be chilling out on this anvil.
Okay.
He's waiting to be pounded, Smeagol. He's all set up for you.
You're waiting for the anvil mimic to come out.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Got my
I,
legs
I hit these guys with an altar mimic last time.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on this anvil, legs crossed, and I'm just going like, just tossing like a blast of cold air where.
Anvil's
whenever-
you gotta understand the anvil's a little hot.
As long as it's not burning, I don't jump up. Nice and warm.
Okay.
Your shoes might be a bit burnt at the end of the day, but
Casno, you're up.
Smeagol, duck! As I send 4 arrows, 2 at each of the dogs.
Schmigel looks back and say, "I'm a dwarf."
Yeah, but these are dogs. They're lower than you are.
Oh, that's right. They're short as me.
Duck when I say duck! That's the marked one.
That is 2 hits. 19 on the marked one. He dies. You end its existence. Finally, you get both heads with one with each arrow.
Okay. This time, the second one, based on the trajectory the arrows are going to take, I'm going to try to pin the 2 heads together through the ears with my arrows.
If you crit, I'll let you do that. Ooh. That's 2 hits, but no, but you're not able to pin them together.
Okay.
Almost a crit. Almost.
11 points. Or no, I'm sorry. 11 and 8, 19 points.
Yeah.
No,
And Hunter's mark.
no, that one did not have the mark. The marked one was the first one.
Oh, you can't transfer it.
Well, not since it's in the same round. I can't do damage with the mark twice in the same round to 2 different creatures.
Okay.
Okay, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Eldrin.
Damage there.
Okay, I'll advance again. Advance and melee.
9 plus 5. That's enough to kill this dog.
Okay.
All right, you finally you finally killed all these things. The battle is over. It was a tough battle.
Let's go roast marshmallows over the fire.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to spend my 2nd level spell slot, my last 2nd level spell slot, and cast another healing on Schmeagol. He took a beating.
Quite a beating. So Barak is down. You of course you look at his body. You search it.
Oh, that felt so good.
Oops, sorry, plus 2. 8 more, because it was a 2nd level.
Oh, that felt so good.
Barak is wearing black ice armor and a black ice crown, masterfully crafted, magical. He has a black ice shield, also masterfully crafted. Despite how much you hate this guy, you have to admire his workmanship. It's even by dwarven standards, it's fantastic. Barak's magical hammer is on the ground, still bristling with magical energy.
I think you should take it also.
And as you rifle through Barak's pouch, you find 2,000 gold pieces. He has a huge, actually no, I'm sorry, you find 2 platinum pieces. Well, I don't know why he would be carrying that much gold on this person. You find 2 platinum pieces, and you find a scroll. It's a magical scroll. And you find that piece.
The doctor's suddenly right over your shoulder.
You find that piece of the pie that you were looking for. It has the symbol of Clangeddon on it,
It's
and
the symbol on the one that we already have.
Moradin.
Ah.
So they, as Joachim told you, that these 4 pieces represent the 4 major dwarven gods:
Clangeddon,
Moradin, Brerenar, and Dumathoin. You have now 2 pieces of this pie, and you find a little find a little note, and the little note seems to be a message that Barak was writing to probably one of his henchmen, and he says when you torture good King Stokely, make sure you keep the ring on him. He says, once the ring is tainted with enough dark energy, I can use it to open a temple myself.
So
They're trying to get the.
Yeah, it seems like they are also trying to get.
Yeah,
It were.
we knew that. Or we knew that was likely anyway.
So did he have the ring on him, or?
There's no ring on
So
Barrack.
he's implying Stokely's still alive.
In a letter, it does. You don't know when he wrote this note, but he had
No,
it
but
in
if
his
he doesn't
pocket.
have the ring, it means.
He had it in his pocket. It obviously wasn't delivered. You guys killed him.
Yeah. But this would. Okay, so this is. I tell her. It looks like this letter is implying Stokely's still alive. Unlike we previously thought. And he's being tortured. Does it have any idea where he's being tortured?
Doesn't
Or
say
an
it.
address?
It doesn't say so in the note.
Does
The
it
note.
have an address?
The note obviously seems to. No, it's like a little handwritten note to be passed on.
dwarf is not going to have an address on his evil plans.
Well, Smiggle has his feathers ruffled from that comment. I swipe the spell scroll. And I run off it back into
I was
the
going to
room.
let you have it anyway.
Why don't you do an Arcana check on the spell scroll? If you get it, I'll tell you what it is. If not, you got to use a.
Well, if we're taking a rest, I'll just use Identify.
Okay.
I don't have to spend 100 gold anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to spend it each time.
I'll do the Arcana check, see if I get it.
Thank you.
Well, see if you get it right off the bat, just looking at it.
You're welcome.
Oh, I do get it?
That was quite heroic of you to stand toe to toe with him. I felt the magics of that weapon of his.
You know what?
This is a spell scroll of continual flame.
Okay.
I think it's a level 2 spell.
Level 1 druid,
Level.
ranger, wizard, I think.
Hold on, I have my app that can look it up immediately.
Oh yeah, your app.
It is a level 2 evocation.
Oh, level 2. Okay.
Yes, it costs money to cast, and it consumes what it uses, 50 gold of rubies. It's a flame equivalent in brightness to a torch that springs forth from an object that you touch. The effect looks like a regular flame, but it creates no heat and does not use oxygen. A continual flame can be covered or hidden, but not smothered or quenched.
Okay.
And it lasts until dispelled. So it can last forever if you cast it.
That's good.
Why is it when I picture that I just see like the doctor's skeleton still holding an ember's worth of...
It's non-concentration and lasts forever if you choose to cast it.
That's cool. Okay. I'll add it to my spell book. Because obviously I'm going to learn it as soon as we have a rest. Just deduct it however much it costs to learn it.
Smiggle takes a look over the hammer.
Yeah, you look at this hammer. It is quite a remarkable looking weapon, masterfully crafted. It has the emblem of this hammer and anvil on the hilt. The hammer itself is made out of what appears to be a clear crystal. The hammer has 3 little jewels on the haft, and all 3 jewels are glowing a little bit. They're of 3 different colors. One is red, one is blue, and one is yellow, and all 3 of them are glowing right now. The hammer itself is glowing with radiating all these energies, sparkles, etc.
Well, at least that figures out how he got all that energy in there.
You have, you don't know how he got this thing enchanted with magic. It is quite a feat. Even by dwarven standards, making a weapon of this strength takes a lot of this kind of power. He's also wearing the black ice plate mail. It would fit you if you chose to put it on.
It might be a bit evil.
The black ice crown is very fashionable.
It's very in this season.
Black ice is all the rage this season.
You seen their new expose on Vogue?
You don't know how this hammer works precisely. There's some sort of magic going on with it.
Schmigel does not know how a hammer works.
Well, you know how it works, but you don't know how the magic in this hammer works.
Oh, okay. I was just like,
Yeah.
Schmigel looking.
No, of course you can pick up this hammer.
Is this?
You can pick up this hammer and swing it and hit, but you wouldn't know how to use the magic in this hammer. There's some sort of trick to the magic. You probably have to figure it out.
Hey.
It probably has to be identified.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if we're taking a break, I'll identify that short sword I have.
The short sword that you identified, this short sword has a symbol. It has a symbol of Brerenar on it.
Okay, so it's a dwarven short sword.
Yeah, it's a dwarven short sword. It is a Brerenar's Hearth. It is a +1 short sword, to +1 to attack and damage. And let me see. I haven't made the screen for it. While wielding this short sword, let me see.
Is its name Batter, the Goblin Slayer?
While wearing this short sword, you cannot be stunned. You cannot be put under the stun condition.
Okay. Is its name Batter, the Goblin Slayer by any chance?
No, you can name it that if you'd like. You can rename it.
Doctor, get your butt over here. I
Okay,
got a magical thing that.
I'll go identify Schmigel's hammer for him.
Okay.
I'll identify anything Schmigel wants me to do while we're taking a break.
I'm gonna start dumping weapons in lava.
Hey, Doctor,
Mm-hmm.
you did great up there.
What'd I do? I was just playing trampoline on the bellows.
It doesn't matter what you did. You did
You
good,
survived.
kid.
All right, you got yourself a Black Ice Prism Warhammer. It's a +1 hammer at base, and it has 3 gems, as stated. These gems are charged with elemental energy. You may choose to activate any of the gem or all 3 gems. When you activate the gem, it conducts that kind of energy for 1 minute. It's a free action to activate the gem. It's just pressing on it, so it doesn't require any bonus action or anything. Right now, it's burnt out. As you pick it up and wait a couple of seconds, the energy just fades off. So you need another long rest before you can use it again. But at baseline, it's a +1 hammer. It's also made of purified black ice.
Not so pretty.
So, does the identify spell hint at anything that might make you be driven mad?
You're not able to figure out the properties of black ice itself. Only the magical properties of the elemental energies that were harnessed by the black ice. For some reason, the black ice just eludes your magical detection abilities. It has to be very, very powerful, demonic, otherplanar, otherworldly, blocks out the weave, anti-magic,
Blocks out
something.
the weave, that's
Yeah,
bad.
it could be a variety of those possibilities why you're not able to identify this black ice or its properties.
Okay. Here, Smingo, I got an idea. I'm gonna tie this rope around it. You hold it, and if you go crazy, I'll just pull it out of your hands. Or, well, all 3 of us will pull it out of your hands.
I'm not sure what's worse.
Why don't
Your
we
lack
just
of
tie,
concern for
we'll
me, or the fact that I had the bloody same idea.
Let's just tie him down and then we'll hand it to him.
Oh, Christ. Well, one thing's for sure. It's definitely a beautiful weapon.
Yeah, despite how evil Barak was, it's undeniable that he was a master craftsman. You have, even by dwarven standards, you have almost never seen this kind of craftsmanship.
Purified. Now,
Oh no, Castellan. You
most
think it's worth
people-
carrying around?
if most people said something about found the secrets to purifying, I would have thought that it might be safe. but he, under the spell of something that is trying to take control of all around saying something about purified, makes me wary of it. Was it him talking in a moment of sanity? Or was it that which was operating through him talking?
It's a very interesting question.
Well,
Insight
let's
roll.
find out. We'll tie Schmigel down and we'll put the plate mail on him.
Unfortunately, you guys kind of just killed this guy, killed Barrick. You didn't have enough time to spend with him to figure out how crazy was he. It's very difficult for you to figure that out. I mean, certainly his intentions were very evil. But as to how mad he was, or was he actually not mad and just evil, it's hard to figure out at this point.
I got an idea. Schmigel takes the hammer, kneels down. And Schmigel's gonna pray. Because religion seems to be a big part of this. He says, Morrin, tell me if this axe is pure. Hammer is pure. Tell me if it's worthy.
You can roll a religion. I'll give you a little. I'll throw you something on a crit. Well, it doesn't have to be a crit. We'll see how you roll.
Morden comes down and says, yeah, it's okay.
Spat.
Let's see, where is it?
That would be funny if Moradin came down and.
Oh.
You don't get any answer.
Perhaps if
any
we
semblance
go
of
to
an
the
answer.
temple, that might become something to try.
What was that, Galen? I can't hear you.
Perhaps if we make it into the temple, that would be something to try.
Aye. That sounds like a great idea.
Speaking of entry to the temple, I trust our abilities, but we are not invincible.
Oh,
We
just
know
to
that
just to
these-
let you know, those dogs came out of a room to the north.
Of course we're invincible. We're elves. These are
now
only
the doors
dwarves. What can
open.
they do to us?
Well, I don't know. Once Schmiegel went down in that fight, I was next in line. Or
I was a little worried.
I mean, I can soak up a little bit of damage, but he was going to hit me just about every time he swung at me, probably. I'm not comfortable carrying these around with us. Might I suggest we stash them, we hide them, and once we get all of them, go back and collect them? Because I would hate to be killed and deliver these things into these dwarfs' hands.
It would make
Be
sense.
killed, captured, incapacitated, whatever, and deliver them right into their hands.
That's a logical assumption. Very well.
If everybody agrees, then what I propose is to take them and bury them in the snow at some point out.
Oh, we
Maybe
might
at the
not
mouth
be
of
going
the
back
valley.
outside just yet.
If we're taking a long rest, I could probably easily enough get out and back in. We do have invisibility potions.
I don't think we're going to take a long rest, so it'll be because we're in enemy territory.
You're deep in enemy territory.
The most
Okay,
we'll
well-
do would be like a short rest. We might be able to get away with that. But we have to keep moving, at least until we get back out to the main tunnels.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot that we had gone under.
What's
deep
in this
under.
room?
On the top, you notice that this forge has this armory has a bottom level and then a top kind of scaling railing area. On the top here, this is where the dogs came out of.
Yeah.
They came out of this room. They jumped down and attacked you.
Okay. Boom.
So as you guys step into the room, you hear somewhere in the back of the room, "Step no further.
Uh-oh.
Go on your way. You killed our king. There's nothing else for you here. Go on your way."
Okay, see you later then. Doctor steps back out.
What was it they said? We
Who
killed their
be
king?
your name?
It's like, it's the Brotak. And Schmigel, this sounds really familiar to you. That voice. It's like you don't know where you heard it before.
Can I make an intelligence check?
You can make a wisdom-based check. Insight.
And this is for me, not for... Let's see, wisdom. There we go.
You don't recall, but it sounds very familiar. It's coming from the northeastern area.
Aye, it be Schmigel.
I said, Brotak, be on your way. You already killed our king. You got the tablet. There's nothing else for you here.
So why can't we just walk through here?
There's nothing here. Just leave.
That's mighty suspicious.
The doctor's slowly gonna be creeping up this wall.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I don't believe that he was really the king.
Schmigel.
Was he?
Schmigel.
Well, he was self-proclaimed king.
Yes, I know. I know that. I'm asking Schmiegel. He really wasn't the king, was he?
Oh, I don't think so. Schmigel takes off his helmet and puts it on the handle, almost like a peg of the hue, and just slowly turns it around the corner. Okay, he's doesn't have a crossbow.
No, nobody. They're not firing at you. So you turn around the corner and you see that there's these three dwarves. Behind the dwarves, there's a table and there's a body on the table. And these three dwarves are they're armored. They look like they're kind of having their last stand over here.
Just give up the ghost. There's nothing
John?
left for you here.
Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna go back. I'm getting lost back here.
You may have killed our king, but the power of the Dark One is still strong.
And do you want to die along with it?
We will never die, not as long as the Dark One runs through our veins. And he steps up, armored, ready to fight.
Hey, do you have that crown? If you put it on, maybe they'll serve you.
Schmigel looks,
I
stares
would not
death into
suggest
him,
that.
and says, "I'm not going to warn you twice."
You can roll an intimidation on him.
By the way, John, did you catch that? That
What?
I when they were doing all the
come
identifies
on!
and everything,
What was
I
your...
dumped a bunch of weapons in the lava.
Okay. He says, "Nay, we fight our last here, and then we'll be back for ye." And Schmigel, as you look at this guy, you realize, oh my god, this is the same guy that you fought outside when you first came to the Dwarven Valley, and he's back. He looks like he's brutalized, like, there's pieces of flesh ripped off of him, but he doesn't look like a zombie. I mean, he's not acting like a zombie.
Wait a second. We killed him before?
You killed him.
I fire.
You checked him. You made sure he was dead, and now he's standing there. His body is badly damaged, but he's clearly not dead, and clearly not a zombie either.
I forget what. Let me look up this ability real quick. Are the hairs on the back of my neck standing up?
Do you have something that detects undead, or?
I do, but I do.
That's his feet with, not his feet.
Is
but
it your
his
tracking
thing
feet?
with
yeah.
me.
Why don't you roll that? Why don't you roll a survival tracking feed? Look around.
Yeah, that's what I was checking to see what the roll was.
I think it's a survival. You see pieces of desiccated flesh hanging about. You smell the stench of what would be undead. So you have to conclude that although these guys are speaking and cognizant, they are undead.
Okay, it's primeval awareness is the name of the feat, and it does cost me a spell slot, by the way. So,
But I thought that was a ranger thing where you could do a survival in.
It's called primeval awareness. Beginning at 3rd level, you can use your action to expend 1 ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around
So
you.
if you spend that spell slot, then you do conclude that these guys are undead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. And there is one other thing I wanted to check. Okay, yeah, that doesn't come into play here. Okay, yeah, as soon as I realize that, I fire a pair of arrows at the one that's speaking.
Okay.
It's like...
And as
I
he
don't
fires,
need
I kind of get like, okay, we're fighting, and I fire a ray of frost too.
I don't need any other...
Well, we'll have to roll into initiative. These guys are prepared for fighting.
Yeah.
They're actually eager to fight. It looks like. But there's only 3 of them. And you guys have already killed them once.
So which is the one
What is
that I
it with
mocked
me
to
and
death?
fours?
Is the one that I mocked to death there too?
Yeah. He's right there. He's on the left.
Oh, so we meet again. Shall I mock you to death one more time?
Ah! He runs over and he leaves a little bit of space for his partner to run in. And once they're both there, they both attack. Oh, how come these damn dwarves have the... You don't want to get hit with a prism hammer again, do you? Because that's a macro that they have for some reason. I gotta fix that.
Not again! Not again!
Yes, I'm sure you're not excited about getting hit with that. Okay.
They catch your swing and knock you in the head with your own hammer.
These are the two attacks. 20 looks like a hit. And he looks like he critted his damage roll. So you got 11 damage on you as the first one hits you.
Alright.
The second one swings on you. Oh, I'm sorry. There was only 2. They only get 1 attack. So disregard that third one.
Alright, as the second one hits, I'm gonna riposte him. So... you know what, I'm gonna use Hugh.
The third guy.
Woo!
Hold on, let me check his speed. Yeah, that's a hit.
And I get an add D8 to that. So 18 damage.
Ouch. 18 damage on the second guy. Yeah, he's looking pretty injured. Third guy runs in, and this is the guy you've been insulting, Doctor. He's gonna come after you. Swings his hammer at you. 23, but it's only 4 damage.
Okay.
As he just kind of gets your elbow.
Oh, so really once wasn't enough? You had to come back from the dead.
This time,
So I
fatty
can do
elf,
something more?
I'm gonna bury ya. Castanar.
I'm going to forego the bow, actually. I'm going to pull out Thander's Glow. And
That rhymes.
cause
Remy
it
now.
to burst into light. What's the best way up? Darn it.
I think
Let
you got.
me measure here. Is this what is this here? Can I get over it?
It's just difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's just some rubbish
Okay.
on the ground.
So I will move like so, 20 feet, and then move in behind them like so.
Okay.
The rubbish talks. Hey, get off of me!
This one's mine.
And with Lathander's Glow, and its hatred of undead, I will use Hordebreaker and attack both of these twice.
As you use Hordebreaker, each of them uses protection on the other, so you get disadvantage on both attacks
Okay.
as a reaction.
Okay. First attack on the bottom.
Okay.
22.
That's going to hit regardless of protection.
Okay, and that's 4 plus 1d6 if I recall correctly. First attack on the Hordebreaker attack on the top one.
That's also a hit regardless of disadvantage.
Okay, so one hit on each of them. Second attack on the bottom one. I really don't like undead.
Second attack is going to...
Do they get to use protection on both attacks?
No, they can only use it once.
Okay.
But the 9's not going to hit anyway.
Yeah. And second attack on the top one.
That's not going to hit.
One hit on each. So they each take an additional 1d6 as
Yes.
well. Bottom one gets an extra 5.
So that's total of 9.
And only one additional on the top one, which is 8 total.
You killed the top one.
Nice.
Ah! Offender's glow really will prevail.
Doctor, you're up.
Offender's a human god, but
So this one,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be mocking him. I'm gonna insult him more about his smelly feet, and
Okay.
I'm gonna use shocking grasp on him once again since he's wearing metal armor.
Yeah,
I
he
have
gets it.
advantage.
You get advantage. That's going to hit him.
smelly feet.
Yeah, you electrocute him so badly that he's just rearing from the attack.
Catch me if you can, you smelly dwarf, and I'm gonna run down this tunnel. And
that works.
actually, I'll run back this way, I guess. No, I'll go this way. And I'll make sure it's like a 25. I should be able to get just a little bit further. Oh no, I guess that was 30 feet for me and it's 25 for him. Okay.
Eldrin, you're up.
Okay, as the doctor slips out, I'll take his spot and attack.
The first attack hits and kills.
And then I'll move back over here.
Okay, Schmigel, one dwarf left.
Hey, he's going down.
It's not a dwarf. It's a mockery of a dwarf.
Undead dwarf.
1, 2.
Yes. 15 total?
Yep.
Okay. Badly damaged. Okay, the dwarf's last hurrah. He's gonna second wind for a couple of hit points. He's going to attack and then action point and attack. He's going to attack Schmigel and an Eldruin. First against Schmigel. Second against Eldruin.
Wait, I'm gonna riposte, and if this hits, I
Oh,
might.
then he's dead. Well, no, actually, not necessarily. You can riposte him. That hits. Doesn't kill him, though.
Wait, I still get 1d8.
Oh, so close.
Ah, damn it!
But he's gonna carry through with his last attack on Eldruin with his action surge. And
That's a hit.
you have been getting critted a lot. 15.
That's serious. Alright.
I believe you got critted 2 times last game. Castanar.
Aha! Left the cleanup work to me, eh?
That's right.
You can. It's clear he's just gonna take 1 hit to kill him.
I'm just distraction here.
He's just a push and a shove away.
15 for 9.
15 misses. He's wearing some heavy armor.
And
9
second
misses.
attack missed. Whoops. I guess I underestimated
Bring it home, Doctor.
Well, despite the power of your mace, he's still a proficient fighter, and he's able to
You know
block you.
what? Do I have that in the mace weapon attack? Isn't it a +1? Not that it might matter, but
No, even if it's a +1, it won't make.
yeah.
the
Okay,
difference.
it's in there. It's in there. No problem.
Okay,
I just
Doctor.
realized I hadn't checked that part of the sheet.
Doctor, your ray of frost goes wide and puts out like the torch up here or something.
God damn it, Doctor!
Erdogan, your last attack
Oh,
finally
my goodness.
takes him down with an unarmed strike.
I'll spend the time and throw these after we search them, throw the bodies into the molten lava
Yeah.
outside.
Speaking, I was just thinking that, and you know what? I don't want to create a martyr for these dwarves. The rest of the dwarves that might be around are never going to find trace of their so-called king because he's going to go in the lava too.
Sounds good.
Are you throwing his armor in the lava, or are you gonna keep the armor? It's better than the plate mail that you have, Schmigel.
Let's purify it.
Hey, Kestner, before you do that, you really hate undead, right? How about I just bring these guys back to life and we kill them again?
How about I just swing you and try to bring you back to life?
Who's on
Okay,
the rack?
so after you kill these 3 dwarves on the rack, you see that there's another dwarf. He has a big gray beard. I actually have a picture.
Ooh, must be important.
His eyes are open, but he's not saying anything.
Can I sense life, or...?
Do we have any
Hold
more
on a
healing?
second.
I've got medicine skill. Let me see if I can treat him.
Okay, what do you want to try to do to treat him?
Initially try to just determine what
So
is my,
what you see before you is a grisly sight. As you get closer to the body, you realize that this body has been mutilated. It's been torn open. There are these chains on hooks hooking into several of his internal organs. You see that his arms and legs are all broken. There are multiple cuts and scars all over his body. This is a grisly sight.
But he's alive.
You're not sure.
Bloody
Oh.
hell. I'm gonna...
Healing
Schmigel's
potion?
gonna check
Yeah.
for a pulse.
I was going to say that's what I tried to do, and I can't tell whether he's really alive or if he's hanging
Ooh,
on
he
or.
looks important.
This is what he looks like, and as you go over to touch him, his eyes open wider and he lets out this shrill scream. Ah!
Hold it on, hold it!
I think this would be a good time to spend my last spell slot.
Yeah.
I can ease the pain if nothing else. And while we try to, I don't know anything about this type of contraption.
Can I do an intelligence check to find out how to let him down?
Well, as you cast Cure Wounds on him, you see him writhing in pain and pulling against. He's like, "Don't do that, please! Oh, don't torture me anymore! What do you want from me? I told you everything!" And you can tell that he's looking up, but he can't see anything.
We're here to
Disconnect
get
the
you
metal.
out!
Doctor, I was gonna make you roll an Arcana, but I'll count that as an Arcana. You realize that this poor soul is kept in a state of undeath, sentient undeath. He is no longer alive, and he never will be alive again.
Did I just learn something interesting?
Chop his head off.
He says, "Who are ye? You don't sound like that, like Barak.
My name is Schmigel Ironbelly.
I've never heard of ye. What are ye doing here?
We're here to free your people.
Free us! But our people are lost. Lost to the black ice, the madness.
Not anymore. The ones who survived have gone on to the next town and will clear this place out.
Oh, Oh, Moradin be praised. Oh, you saved my people. I am Stokely Silverstream. You can see that his eyes are just wide open, staring into the ceiling. Says, "Oh, what tragedy hath befallen us! But I am sure you already know if you're here. We were such a proud people, we were the descendants of Bruna Battlehammer. We mined this place with honor to Moradin, and look what it has become. Look what monsters we have become."
Think of tomorrow. Tomorrow will be an age where the next generation will be able to cleanse this place. And you will mine again and again for centuries upon centuries. You will see your people in the afterlife.
If only that were true, but some darkness infests this place.
It will be gone.
To the north. Oh, go not there, your lives will end there. Such strength. The power of this darkness I have never seen. It says it was shown to me. It was messaged to me by the gods themselves. This power shall destroy us. It is fate, it is destiny. Oh, please, just leave this place.
I'm afraid we're here to liberate your place and cleanse it as well.
Have ye the power to do such a thing?
I do not know. I can honestly say, but I'll give it my damnedest.
And then you see that this dwarf. You notice that he's moving a little bit. He can't really move his body too much, but he's moving his hand a little bit, and he manages to muster the strength to swing his hand over at you, and you can see that on his hand is a ring, and he says, "Take it. If your soul be true, the temple gates will open for ye." And you can there's a fancy looking ring with Brunner Battlehammer's clan symbol on it. It's made out of pure gold.
Are you sure?
He says, if ye be true in taking on this darkness, then you need to get into the temple, don't ye? Take it. It's my legacy. It is all that I was. This was to go to my niece Helda, but they killed her. As she came back to the valley with her supplies, they killed her in front of me and forced me to watch. That is when I fought them. That's when I tried to destroy them all, but it was so foolish. So many of us died. And me in this state of consciousness, but not death. Oh.
On my honor, you will be avenged, and this place shall be freed again.
He says, "Please, I hear another voice. Please, will you help?
We all will help.
Will you kill me for real? Smash my head, please. I cannot exist like this. It is too late for me. The madness of the black ice, it calls to me. It shows me such images of majesty, of power, and I cannot resist anymore. I will become like Barak if I am to be left alive. Please kill me."
Doctor, can you dispel the magic?
Let me think. I do know dispel magic, don't I?
Yes.
Okay. Can I do it?
You can try.
Okay. I will cast dispel magic, and if I have to, I can use a level 3 spell slot for it.
As you cast dispelled magic, you see Stokely just kind of writhes and screams a little bit. He says, "There's nothing you can do. The power is too strong."
No power
Take-
is too strong for me. I'm the
Take
doctor.
this. Take this and live in and die in peace. I enfold Lathander's glow into his hands. It is not of your gods, but it is of a peaceful and benevolent God. And with that, as his hands grasp it, I will take a dagger and well, no, I'll take Talon actually, and slice through his throat.
Right before you connect, you hear him say, "Thank you," and you sever his head, ending his miserable existence.
Schmigel falls on the floor crying, God damn this place.
I put a hand on Spiegel's shoulders, but I have no words other than we will avenge him. Him and all his kin.
Schmigel slowly rises up, wipes his face.
Okay, I think it's a good time to end the session. And we'll pick up next week on a positive note.
Yep.